You're watching the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Hey, what's happening on a Friday? Oh, yeah, we got a game tomorrow. So it's Jaguars preseason game eve. Not Friday Eve, but Jaguars preseason game eve. Brent Martineau Austen Lane. Maybe actually is here for a moment, but he's leaving. Kim in the booth. She did such a great job yesterday. I'm almost kind of glad Hamby's leaving.
Shots fired. All right. I mean, it's a compliment to Kim. Yeah, she's usually on her P's and Q's.
Ronan's wearing the Oregon Ducks jersey.
Yeah, that's nothing new. That's kind of a staple in the Lane household.
How many times a week does the Oregon Ducks jersey show up?
What you think, man? I mean, I got you for 4 days a week. Probably I would say 2 days a week you wearing the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, so about half the time that we hang out together.
I am so that guy. Like, I'll wear the same pants for like 3-4 days in a row, man.
Yeah.
Not these. I actually changed him. You don't look at me like that. I was definitely the kid in like high school who wore the same jeans like every day.
Sure, yeah, nothing wrong with that, man.
One pair of jeans, right?
As long as they pass the smell inspection, you're good to go.
Course,
that was always my rule.
Yeah,
man.
you gotta have there's got to be a time where it's like, okay,
if it smells,
yeah.
Shirts, hoodies,
all that. Shirts I don't wear like every day.
Okay.
Now, some people, if they watch the show, they're probably like, dang, he's got a lot of Dream 18. And I do have a lot of Dream 18 stuff. So they're just like, I might have the same shirt in multiple shirts. I could probably wear them 5 days a week. We've collected a lot of Dream 18 stuff over the years, or Action Sports Jacks for that matter, team uniform. But yeah, shirts I don't, especially down here. I mean, you sweat so much, and now I'm a little fatter, so I sweat more.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, that does happen. I try to put that on like the 10-day cycle.
Okay.
But I have like a lot of clothes. You have a lot of clothes?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either.
What's a lot?
I feel like I got a lot. Like my drawers and whatever are overflowing.
Oh, see,
I don't stuff them in there.
I don't really have drawers. I just have hanger. Like I have just like a closet of hangers. So I mean, I realistically probably have 20 shirts. Maybe like 3 pairs of pants.
You don't have a lot.
Like a bunch of gym shorts.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
I throw every year. I purge.
Okay.
Like Goodwill and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It feels so good when you do that.
To give to.
It doesn't
Goodwill?
really feel as good to give the
I was
Goodwill
gonna say,
as it does to empty your closet.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, let's make sure we're on the same
point. It does feel good to give the Goodwill too. Maybe it feels good when they put the tax write-off in. I don't know. But,
there you go.
But it does like feel good to empty the closet.
Yes.
Like I haven't worn this. And my rule is like if I haven't worn this in a year, see you later.
Okay.
And now I can't say that's like always the case, but a lot of the case.
My issue is like I have like a bunch of nostalgia shirts that I keep, but I never wear. They just hang up and like they just collect dust.
Yeah.
But it's like it's hard to let some of those things go.
Well, it's like this too. Like I don't wear it. It's funny. I'll buy stuff from the Masters.
Okay.
And crazy enough, especially since the amount of money you spend on, like I really don't find that I wear a lot of the Masters stuff.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it's nice. It's like I don't know. I just don't wear a lot of it.
Yep.
And but I've got it. And I'm like, I'm not throwing this away. I'm not giving this away.
Yeah.
I spent X amount of dollars on it. It's still in really good shape. So I guess you do accumulate that way. But yeah, I got way too many clothes. And a lot of it's like this kind of stuff because of work and everything. But anyway, that's the clothing update. Here's the deal today. Where's Hamby going? He's leaving. We're not allowed to pay Hamby if he stays. He can only do so much, like because he's working at news and all of everything.
Yeah.
That's inside the business.
Well, I mean, like let's be a little more like discreet. I mean, I guess behind the scenes, like he's not fired or anything. He just has to work for the news part. Like people may have been concerned the way you talked to him in the opening part, like he got fired or something.
Oh yeah, not yet.
Yeah,
not yet.
I got you, Mr. Hugo.
That's still like. That still can happen.
But we do, we have Kim, coming as our closer. She produces, man. She does her thing. Never had any issues with Kim Possible.
Never?
I've never had any issues with Kim Possible.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, Kim, you had issues in this show? Every time that we've done it, I've never had she's messing up
Kim
here.
does a good job, but I can't say I've never had a problem with anybody that produces anything.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
I've had a lot of technical issues with the show.
Yeah, because it's new.
Oh, I don't notice.
Yeah, you would.
But you know me, I don't notice that. I'm not concerned with the pictures and stuff like that. But I mean, like, listen, if this was like the training camp, this is like a depth chart right now. Like, Kim may have came in a late round pick, at the QB position, but listen, man, she's moving up depth chart boards. Like, we'll see how she handles the preseason. Hopefully, she can stay upright and not break her finger in two.
That's Anthony Richardson.
So far, so good.
That's a good reference there.
Richardson.
That was a good reference. Kim does a great job. She had a good show yesterday, too.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's going to do today for you guys, but I'm here for like an hour.
Oh,
Casey
Pam
comes in.
Hamby's back. Pam. Oh, we'll see it, Hamby.
Hamby, don't charge me that 5 minutes because you forgot your sunglasses. Hamby just had a good Stadium Pulse show. You can listen to that again on replay and watch it again. By the way, you can always just go back on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube if you want. And we will have Hamby back next week all week, and then out the whole next week. But we got Casey coming in today. We just solidified our bets prior to the show. Placed a couple wagers.
Yep.
Wagers into the weekend.
Wagers into the weekend.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? I got to go to a production meeting. That's why I'm going to miss some of the show.
Yeah.
Coming up, I want you to hear. It's kind of like, if you're a Florida State fan, you might like the interview. It's Terrance Knighton,
of course,
defensive line coach. Did you hear the shout out yesterday?
I did hear the shout out yesterday.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of Terrance Knighton, but I wanted to play the whole thing. It's like 6 minutes long, but I thought it was cool to hear him talk like a coach.
Yeah, it's wild, right?
Yeah. So we'll play a little bit of that. I'll tell you what. There's sometimes you do interviews at camp, and sometimes there are interviews at camp, and then there are other times where I'm like, dang, he said a lot. There's a lot there. I thought Marcel catching up with DeJuan Smoot yesterday, I thought he said a lot.
Okay.
I want to know if you thought the same thing. It's about a 2.5, 3-minute interview, and we're going to get to that hopefully within the next hour. Devin Lloyd did this the other day. We saved it till the end of the show, but Devin Lloyd, it was kind of allowed in the middle of that, right, where he didn't want to throw the old regime under the bus, and he also said, hey, he feels like he's being used well. There's not some of that personal stuff, but I think big picture stuff from DeJuan Smoot. So we'll get to that in the next hour or so. You mentioned it, Anthony Richardson. We had preseason football. Anthony Richardson down again for Indy, and actually there were a couple of injuries for Indianapolis that happened, and that's really that's what you got to be careful of this time.
There's injuries all around. It's crazy right now. Chargers might be more accursed than the Jaguars, I feel like, just in terms of an organization. Slater's done, it seems like, for the entire season. I don't even know what the whole patella. I mean, I just assume his kneecap just didn't, popped out of place, and it's not going back anytime soon.
Yeah, that's not usually an injury you come back from.
Yeah,
he's out for the year.
And it's wild too because I think obviously he's the highest. I believe he's the highest paid offensive tackle now in the NFL. So
just got paid,
right? And
divorced.
Well, yeah, recently divorced too. But it's crazy how there's a sense of worry in Los Angeles. But I don't think they think the season's over, because now they're just gonna, like they said, they're gonna move Joe Alt to that starting position and then fill in for Joe Alt. So, and Joe Alt's a great offensive tackle in his own right. So it's crazy how some teams have these, and make no mistake, it's a catastrophic injury, and it's okay, yeah, you probably lose one of the best, not the best offensive tackles in the league. It's all right, Joe Alt, go in there and replace him.
Yeah, well, they beef up the...
What a luxury.
Yeah, that's a nice luxury to have. I don't think when you lose your left tackle, you normally are season's over. I mean, it's a big blow.
It's a huge blow.
Again, no, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I don't think many teams, other than really the one that impacts the most probably is Trent Williams, because we see when the Niners lose Trent Williams for a few games, they lose. When they bring him back, they win. There's kind of a correlation there on Trent Williams. And maybe Slater would have been the same way, but and we'll find out, right? It obviously is not good. But then you've got, Williams says, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yep.
He's now with the Houston Texans, by the way. There's some mix-up there. They thought it was an ACL initially. There were some reports hey, towards ACL. But then, the national guys and some of the national guys are saying, no, it's not an ACL. So they're pretty clear of the ACL. There's a knee injury of some kind. And I think that's where it's left at from a reporting standpoint. So we'll see what happens with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And they obviously also have the other situation where, what's his name? Who got arrested? Ward. So some stuff going on in the secondary of the Houston Texans there. And then the Anthony Richardson one. I mean, it's becoming to me a little bit of almost like a sad story, man. Like, I think Anthony Richardson's a cool guy. Mm-hmm. He's a really young guy still, like 3 years old probably. Super young. And I just don't know if he's ever going to be healthy to find out if he's good.
Yeah. I mean, I think if any quarterback takes that type of hit, there's probably because once again, now it's the whole injury-prone conversation, and I understand it, right? Because the resume speaks for itself. But I think if any quarterback got hit that last night, like he got hit, I'm sure it would be an injury now, and it's definitely, I think, a legitimate thing to say. Well, blocking, but also you have to have the vision, right? Like, I think the running back's supposed to step up and take that guy or whatever because they slid the line, but you still have to have the wherewithal to be like, okay, pressure's coming, use your peripherals and throw the ball out of there, and he didn't, and now it's a finger, and I'm not sure. Have they said how long?
I didn't see anything. Yeah. I mean, that thing was sideways. Now, I don't know how that, I think that's pretty impactful with your right hand, so.
Well, so Jordan Schultz.
Well, that's a questionable.
Okay, never mind then.
No, go ahead. I mean, I'm just saying he was the one that stuck with the torn ACL yesterday on Gardner Johnson while you got Rappaport and others saying it's not.
We won't give him the credit then.
What did he say?
I'm not going to give the dude credit if we don't like him. He's a
national guy. We can blow him under the bus if he's wrong. I don't care.
It's funny, man, because he's always, we message each other. I didn't know he was like.
Well, he's become a national guy. I'm just saying, like, yesterday was a little wishy-washy on the whole Gardner Johnson. I'm not saying he's always wrong.
Does he listen to our show?
I think he does follow us, yeah.
I was going to say, because he's messaged me a couple times. Yeah, he seems like a solid dude. He's been nothing but complimentary.
Yeah, he's fine.
So Anthony Richardson was declared out last night with a finger injury, had all x-rays come back clean, and will be back on the practice field in the coming days.
Wow.
So it might have just been like a dislocated finger.
So popped it back in.
Yeah. Real quick, though. So with Slater obviously being out for the season, and by the way, like I know he's the highest paid tackle. Here's how good he is. I went on PFF, and you know how I feel about PFF. I was just curious, like, okay, where did he grade out and everything? You know how there's like, if you're good, you're green. If you're bad, you're red. And if you're okay, you're yellow.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a blue. He's blue.
Blue chipper.
He's a 91 overall, which I've never even seen anybody, like, I feel like, over the 80s. This guy's a 91 overall, and he's in blue, which, once again, a color that I've never seen on PFF. But then it got me thinking a little bit, like, and I get the Chargers have invested in their offensive line. That's got the Jim Harbaugh resume written all over it. The Jaguars don't have that luxury, obviously, right? When we talk about offensive line, like, there's been some names, but there hasn't been a Slater. There hasn't, I feel like, even been a Joe Alt. Who's been the best offensive lineman on this team for the past decade? Where it's like, that's the blue chipper. That's the PFF high-ranking guy. That's the guy that it's like, yeah. There hasn't been, like, there's nobody. Like, I'm just like, who is the best offensive lineman in the past 10 years in Jacksonville? I think it's a legitimate question, man.
10 years, that gets it back to 15, 16, 17. Gosh, that was a weird offensive line. Even the year Brandon Linder.
Linder? Yeah.
Probably Brandon Linder. Now, even Linder struggled with some injury stuff.
He did. Yeah, I mean, I think Linder was... Linder, oh, well, then we're good. Linder was my pick as well, because I couldn't really, like... Nobody else even has really stuck out to me the past 10 years, which is crazy
Cam Robinson's
to say.
had some moments, and you wonder if he's there, and then it's so inconsistent, right? But so from a 10-year standpoint, he's actually the guy that was there the longest, I think.
Okay. But I'm saying just from the past decade, who's been the offensive lineman where it's like, yeah, that was kind of our guy. Like, who's Rashawn Slater? Who's the Joe Alt?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody.
And by the way, I don't know if every team has that, man, but I think you're right. I think Quentin Nelson in Indianapolis, right? I mean, you had Laramie Tunsil in Houston. Just go in the
Johnson,
division.
Philly.
If you go to Tennessee, you had, what's his name there, everybody hated, right? Luan for a while.
Yeah.
And they actually had some other guys, too. So I think that's a good point. I mean, that's part of it here. It's like, can we find some?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I believe Anton Harrison has that capability. They want consistency out of that guy who's young and had the ability maybe to do it. If you don't flash enough early, can you actually be that guy? I'm not sure. He's been more inconsistent than consistent in his first 2 years. So We'll see. I think Walker Little's so far behind in trying to be that. We'll find out if he can be that. Ezra Cleveland's actually, I think, one of their better players. And then we'll see with the new guys. But even a guy like Sheriff, who came in as one of the most heralded guys from an accolade standpoint, really, in franchise history. Like, if you had put his resume, he's got a resume that rivals just about anybody in Jags franchise history.
Sure.
Now, all that was with Washington. When he comes over here, we don't get the best edition of Sheriff. So, like, the idea was cool, but it never really, at that point of his career, injuries, other reasons. I thought actually last year might have been his best year. He played pretty well for the Jags. I don't think he signed with anybody. Did he retire? Maybe he did sign with somebody. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll see. Hey, let's maybe that's what you want to see tomorrow. Let's do the old what do you want to see tomorrow night. I mean, what do you feel good about if we come in here Monday and we're talking about? I mean, there's a litany of things, right? But there's
healthiness.
That's all. I'll put that out the forefront, right?
Healthiness.
That's really what the box you check really the most, right? Can you walk off the field and feel pretty good? Everybody puts their ball cap on and watches the rest of the game, and Kevin Kaplan doesn't have a busy night.
Yeah,
like that's a team doctor for the Jags. That certainly is paramount, no doubt. Where does your mind go? I know the curiosity is Travis Hunter, but I'm not sure I need to see like something from Travis Hunter to make me still feel good about Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking what I'm going to be looking for the most, because once again, we aren't going to even see 50%, I feel like, of this offensive capability. This is going to be meat and potatoes. So like, I'm not going to sit here and say I need to see the screens, I need to see motions. Like, no, I'm good. What I need to see is a competent Trevor Lawrence in that opening drive or however long he's in, just making the right decisions. And I need to see, and it's hard to quantify this, but I need to see toughness and I need to see a new intensity on that defense.
So toughness, I think, does come from that offensive line. You feel pretty good.
I
right?
mean,
like,
the trenches in general. Yeah. Win the trenches. There we go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would agree. I kind of feel that way, too. Like, my mind goes to the offensive line. My mind's like, okay, can you push some people around, especially since you might be playing second and third stringers?
Yeah.
The defense, we'll see. But I really think that would be nice to see. And obviously, there's this, can we continue on the good story of Trevor Lawrence? We know we're not trying to get over dramatic about it. But what we see is what we see, and it's been pretty good overall. So can we continue to see that calmness and everything else? I just don't think you're going to get enough carries to see anything from a back. I think this is going to be like, oh, here comes Brenton Strange. I mean, just those kind of things I don't think are going to stick out. Mr. Hugo says, I'm curious if Washington will work in with the starters. I think some of that probably depends on the illness of Brian Thomas Jr., who missed a practice this week. I think he was back yesterday, though. So I guess, but I don't know if that matters much. Washington, I think we know he's got capability. Like, I don't know if I need to see. I don't know if he needs to prove anything to me tomorrow night.
Not necessarily, but I think this is more for Liam Cohen, where if because let's be honest, Parker Washington, from at least what I've seen, has had a pretty damn good camp again, right? Like he's kind of been
one of the stars of camp.
Yeah, and one would probably, think he's going to have a pretty great preseason showing too as well. If I'm Liam Cohen and I like what I see from Parker Washington at practice, like I've seen watching him, then I would probably work him in with the ones a little more, just because I want to see what that chemistry is going to be like with Trevor, right? Like I need to see how he works well with the offensive line, how he works with the other receivers. So I wouldn't be surprised if they rotate Parker Washington in a little bit, because he may be called upon this season.
Yeah. Big day for the twos on defense. There's some depth things there. I'm just trying to think in my mind. I'm like, if we walk in here Monday or Saturday night, whatever, we're talking about this in a post-game show on Action Sports Jacks on CBS 47, Fox 30. What are you getting excited about? Like, of course, Travis Hunter makes a play. It's going to be exciting. Brian Thomas Jr. makes a play, but it's not something I don't think I know. I'm trying to think of the guy that I don't really know. Like, even Cephas, who's had a really good camp 2 years in a row, you're not going to get me overly excited even if he catches 4 balls for 80 yards. Like, I'm good for him, but I'm not getting overly excited because I really don't know if the 5th wide receiver, if he gets that spot, is translating to Sundays on September 7th. So just try to be realistic about it. There's a lot of things you can overhype and get excited about. I do think the guy that I continue to monitor and watch is a Devin Lloyd, where he fits. Can he look good in whatever they're trying to do? I think Jarian Jones comes to mind too here, because that second corner spot to me is a pretty viable question mark. So I think of guys like that it's like, hey, if those guys start to flash and you can build some momentum there, I think that's something that I would maybe get a little more excited than the headliners.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Like, obviously, I think the most battles are taking part in the secondary. So, practice gets you the reps to go into preseason games. The preseason games are what they use to judge in terms of who's going to be the starter, who's going to be the second guy, the third guy, etc. So, yeah, I mean, these preseason games, maybe more importantly than anybody, is important for the secondary.
Does the safety position seem as much of a logjam as Ryan Williams suggests and others have? Because I'm not really sure. Is it a logjam? I feel like Dewey's been consistently out there with the ones. I feel like that's his job to lose. And I don't really feel like he's going to lose it. I think you're running out on September 7th with Murray and Wingard on the safety spot. And you have, obviously, Savage as well in the mix there, who's had a nice camp, I think, from everything I can gather. So is it as much of, where's Ransaw? Well, Ransaw's been hurt now. So, like, now it's, you don't really put him at the top of your list to get in there and battle. Rayon Lane's another draft pick. Daniel Thomas. Am I missing something there? Like, I don't really think it's that much of a logjam. I think it's probably Dewey and Eric Murray that look like the starters. And then if you do a third safety look or something like that, I think they can try to get Darnell Savage on the field, which maybe does happen, or comes in for Dewey or a rotation basis at some point. But is it really as much of a logjam as some think? Not
necessarily. I think it's going to be Eric Murray, and I think it's going to be a combination of Dewey and then Savage in terms of the defense. I think there's going to be, like, if I was going to put money on it, I think what Campanelli's going to run, he's going to run a defense that is suited to, like, on the backside, on the safety side. He's going to have different calls, and I think each player is going to be in depending what the call is. So, like, I think Dewey's going to do some things well in this defense, and I think Savage will do some things well in this defense, and it might be a little bit of a rotation.
Okay.
Until they know more.
Yeah, and that's fine. And I wouldn't be surprised by that either. But I don't really think that's a major question mark. I think we could all probably surmise that. Right
probably
here.
Not. Yeah, I don't think
so. But again, I'm not criticizing. If some people think it's a log jam, you might turn out to be right. More so, I just feel like it's a little bit more crystal clear. Quite frankly, I think a lot of this is crystal clear. If Buster Brown continues to be out, I think Jarian Jones is the guy, and you're mixing Travis Hunter in and everything else.
Yep.
I really don't know. There's much of like a curiosity on the depth chart that way. The other one that's pretty interesting just to keep in mind is Tyler Lacey's playing that 3 technique. And the way this is trending right now, or has gone, it would be nice to see him play well from there. Because you don't know what you got, and that's been a constant story for us all week and really the last couple of weeks. But with Armstead and Mason Smith out, kind of puts a little onus on maybe Tyler Lacey to step in and hopefully see something good out of him and Devon Hamilton in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It'll be competition right now until the guys come back with Austin Johnson. And one of these guys, whether it's Austin Johnson, Tyler Lacey, has to solidify themselves as, hey, this is going to be our 3 technique. And unless Eric Armstead gets healthy, we're not really sure on Mason Smith yet. But someone's got to step up because it's a very important position. It's a position that was, I say it all the time, it was one of, I think, the worst graded positions last year at that 3 technique. And it's a position that, and if you want to stop the run, if you want to get that defense swagger back, you got to have a guy that can hold down the 3 technique.
All right, when we come back, a little more on this defense. DeJuan Smoot's going to shed some light on it. We'll have that for you. I think it'll be interesting. I want to get Austin's reaction. A little fun with Terrance Knighton as well, still on the way. Hey, Best Bet Poker Room, make sure you visit it. It's the final day down in St. Augustine to participate in the Summer Splash giveaway, and you'll want to participate. $40,000 in cashes and prizes, including a wave runner as the grand prize. It's pretty cool. We've been down there. We've showed it to you. But you got to get down to Best Bet St. Augustine today. You play an hour, you get an entry. That's it. That's how it works. Poker or table games at Best Bet St. Augustine. So get down there today and, hopefully win and have a chance to win a nice wave runner down there at Best Bet St. Augustine. More details at bestbetjacks.com.
The moment you bite into a Mason's Famous Lobster roll, nothing is the same. Suddenly, it's 5 a.m., and you're boarding a lobster boat in Maine, heading out to check your traps, keeping only the best, just like it's been done for nearly a century. Because you can't taste lobster this good without it changing you for good. Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls, from the waters of Maine.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC, we are professional grade.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Connecticut reverse osmosis system with a purchase of a Connecticut Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Hey, hope you're ready to have a good weekend. Final one for the kids before they go back to school. So get your school shopping in. I'm sure you've already done that. And then school, I think, starts in most places Monday, Tuesday, somewhere right around there. I would suggest, right? That's where Rome starts Monday.
We met the teachers yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. We like it. Good start.
How we feeling about it?
Okay, yeah.
Good.
I thought it seemed very chill.
Good's good.
Seemed very chill, yeah.
All right. Ready to have a big school year.
Teachers are different now, man. Like, rocking beanies tatted up and everything. Like, my teachers they're your traditional, like, older Coke bottle glasses and everything.
That is kind of interesting, right? Like, there got to be way more tatted up teachers than ever before.
Oh, without a doubt, man. One of his teachers, she's cool. She has a nose ring, like the circle one.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's do it. Yeah.
It's funny.
Where was that when I was in school?
It's funny that you go back 20 years ago, that would freak moms and dads and maybe even kids out.
Oh, it probably would have freaked me out for real.
Right? Now it probably still freaks some moms, dads, and kids out.
Oh, because he's got like one of his teachers she has a sleeve tattoo, and if I would have had a teacher back in the day that had a sleeve tattoo, like okay, probably did some prison time. You know what I'm saying?
Did they not do the background check?
I'm trying to go to some private school. I don't know if I feel safe in this environment.
What happened to the background check?
We're good. Oh, dude, at our school we had zero. Like we had our substitute teachers, Brent. It's basically they put out like a Craigslist ad, like, hey. We had one dude come in. I kid you not. We had one dude come in who was like, I don't want to be too hard on him, but he's kind of like a failing music artist.
Okay.
And one day, like he came. I was probably like in 5th or 6th grade. And we had math class, and he came into our math class, and like instead of teaching us anything, he like played his guitar and then tried to like sell his CDs in class. I kid you not. And the best part is that this was
good marketing.
No, this is the best part. So like his songs were all about like drinking. Like, dude, I'm in 6th grade, and like the song was like, I got 80 proof that says you lie. And we're all just sitting there like, okay, I don't know what 80 proof, because I don't know what 80 proof is, man.
Yeah.
I'm in 6th grade.
Awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, that's in the time of lunch money, folks. So now you're taking your lunch money to buy your teacher's CD.
But then he's like, you guys are interested, $10 or like, $20 for 3 or something like that.
Hey, you know what? The way you get paid for being a substitute teacher, you might as well try.
Oh, for putting up with us, bro. I mean, honestly, we were kind of looking forward to it. Like, we don't got to learn about math. We can just play some guitar.
I still think you don't make enough being a substitute teacher for a day.
I don't think you make enough being a teacher, honestly.
That too, but
yeah.
The substitute teacher thing's tough. You talk about background checks. It's so funny. It's like Steph, our first spot was in Louisiana, and she interviews for this job while we're on our honeymoon. And on your honeymoon? On the phone, basically.
Steph, come on. Yeah, take it easy.
On a payphone.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh, it goes well, right? So when we're going down there, I'd already accepted the job, so we're going down there. And so she's thinking she goes in for like a second interview. Mm-hmm. When she gets to the interview, the guy hands her the keys to the classroom. It's not even a second interview.
Oh, it's hers.
It's hers.
She got the gig.
And so the story we hear at the end of the day, back in that part, we're in Alexandria, Louisiana, and the school systems just are not great.
Yeah, yeah.
And overall, she had a degree in math. There were half the people that taught in their school system didn't even have a degree. Mm-hmm. She had not only a degree, but also in the subject she was teaching. So, it was like, here's the keys.
Yeah.
And so it was that was a heck of hey, not a hard job to get.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I found the substitute teacher.
Has he made it
He's
big?
on Google. Not really, but the song, you thought I was lying. So the song 80 Proof is like the only song that he's known for.
How do you remember that?
How can you not?
6th grade.
How can you not when you're supposed to be learning... when you're learning math and all of a sudden some weird dude just comes in with a guitar and starts singing 80 Proof. Yeah, so check out these lyrics. I thought you were an angel, pretty as one too, but your acts of innocence have made me look like a fool. Last night you had too much to drink of the 80 proof, and you revealed to me the cold-hearted truth. Now I've got 80 proof that says you lied. Too many shots from the bottle does it every time. This was being played in 6th grade, Brent.
This guy.
Look at this dude, by the way. Look at his picture. You don't mean to tell me that was a Craigslist ad to come in and teach our stuff? Kim, if you can go online and check it out. I don't want to because the dude was cool, but it's Alan Ray and Company, and the song's called 80 Proof. But I'm sure you can find a picture of him. He's got a black cowboy hat with a leather black duster, it looks like, and some black
I was
leather
say,
pants.
It feels like it could have played in country music here. But is it a country kind of thing to it, or was it some other genre?
Brent, he had a country vibe.
He did have a country vibe.
That's all I'm going to say. He had a country vibe.
He just missed American Idol.
Dang, man, I can't believe I found him.
That is awesome.
That's cool. I can't wait to.
Your excitement level is pretty high, and
well, yeah, because I almost want to text my friends now and be like, "Dude, remember that guy?"
Yeah, get him in the group chat.
Oh yeah, I will.
That's coming up.
There you go.
That is funny. That would be pretty wild.
I found him.
You got him?
Hold on.
We're gonna boost this guy.
Yeah, man, help him out.
You're gonna crush his career. I don't know what to do with
Well, I don't know, Brent. I mean, is the career I think we're only gonna do him a favor, right?
Yeah, we're trying.
We're gonna be all right. And watch if we play a song, we get